Democrats have a plan to fix Social Security. What do the Republicans have? Crickets. Crickets from the Republicans. Dude, you got to acknowledge the Republican Party they're the freaking Washington Generals. The opportunity for the Republican Party to solidify the working base is I can't believe they're letting it slip by. That's why, look, man, you call me a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm white, dude. I'm a white male. Democrats don't want me. They hate me. And as such, I don't hate them back, but I get it. They don't like me. I don't like them. That's all there is to it. I don't want anything to do with the Democratic Party. You can't if you're white. You can't if you're Christian. I mean, give me a break. So I have nothing to do with them. I have nothing but disdain for the Democratic Party. With that said, I have nothing but disdain for the just insanity of the Republican Party. How they're the freaking Washington Generals, and they know it. And it's like they're not even. They don't need to try, because they're told when they get elected, hey, you're going to serve this. You're going to miss that 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? You're going to deliberately botch it. You're going to have your underwear pulled over your head and hang up from the back porch. I guess that's the referees. But if you're going to be in this game, this is the role you serve. We'll make it profitable for you, Republicans, but you're going to serve this role because you don't control things. The media controls things, and the Democrats are whipping boys. The Republicans, we just need to Washington Generals. But the Democrats do what we tell them. And so here we go. So Treasury warns Social Security will run out of money by 2033. It's weird. They only said the OASI here. I'm not sure why that is. Old age survivor insurance. All right. So it's OASDI, old age survivor disability insurance. So I'm not sure why they're only saying OASI. I'm not going to read into it. I don't care right now. But anyway, Democrats have proposed a plan to bolster the fund's financing by asking Americans, wealthier Americans, to pay more. Elizabeth Warren knocks on your door and says, will you, Mr. Wealthy American, pay more? A plan introduced by Sanders and Warren, along with a couple clowns in the House of the Democrats, proposes to raise the payroll taxes on the highest earners, all right, which would keep OASI, again, why is it only OSA? Come here. Funded through 2096. And if you believe them, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you. Let me get this guy inside. Hold on a second. Go ahead. I don't trust the thing they say because, it's just all smoke and mirrors. But at least it's a plan. The legislation that we're introducing, says Bernie Sanders, the wealthy Bernie Sanders, with not one, not two, but 3 houses, would expand Social Security by $2,400 a year, and it will extend the solvency for the next 75 years. The plan called Social Security Expansion Act, dude, it's so why are the Republicans? It's the weirdest thing. It's the Social Security Expansion Act is absolutely good politics. It doesn't mean it's legit. But what? Affordable Care Act? It's not the Patriot Act. None of these things are legit. It calls on applying the payroll tax on all income above $250,000 per year. All right, I like it. I would get. I've had some years I've made more than $250,000. I get hit with a payroll tax, 6.2%, because the other 1.45 is for Medicare. So you're already getting it with 1.45. So just be a 6.2% tax on income above $250,000. I got no quarrel with that, dude. Yeah, I don't know if on the other side, the business got to have a higher payroll tax. I don't know. We'll find out. The Heritage Foundation, they estimated the Social Security Expansion Act would impose a total of $33 trillion in new taxes. All right, exacerbating the strain on workers and families, making all but the oldest generations worse off. I'm not sure how that's the case if you're not raising the payroll tax only on people making $250,000. And of course, the Heritage Foundation doesn't say anything what their proposal would be. Sniffy Joe hasn't offered any plans to address the Social Security crisis. Republicans have taken a different approach, proposing adjustments to entitlement eligibility criteria and privatizing parts of Social Security. That's going to win. That's a winning strategy. Pence. Pence. I gotta find out what's a good name for Pence. I don't care about Pence, but Pence said there are modest reforms and entitlements that can be done without disadvantaging anybody at the point of view. Okay, well, that's great. That's real freaking motivating there, Pence. What's Pence? What's a good rhyme for Pence? Pence suggests the government could allow young Americans to put part of this into a private savings account. No, we don't need that. In similar veins, Mike Lee said in an October interview After getting a Social Security fund solvent, lawmakers should consider identifying a portion of Social Security that can go to a private account. It's not going to win politically. Bill Cassidy said privatizing a separate investment fund to supplement Social Security because the whole thing's just stupid. There's no risk for the person working back home. The risk will be borne by the fund. Yeah, okay. So where does the Heritage Foundation? Let's see what kind of. All right. Stop giving free money to widows. Go work and to contribute. Okay. Stop giving benefits to illegals. I don't know. Get rid of, right here. How to fund Social Security. Get rid of unconstitutional agencies. 100%. It's time to ask, why do government officials get extremely rich when they're off? Okay, whatever. The Democrats are proposing a plan. I don't think it fixed Social Security for the next 75 years, but I haven't looked at the numbers. I don't trust the CBO. And just because the Heritage Foundation said it'll cost $33 trillion in taxes over the next 75 years, you're like, that's not going to increase the tax on old Grandma Jones here, because Grandma Jones isn't going to have any more Social Security taxes to pay because she's not making $250. If that's all your thing is that it's going to cost $33 trillion in taxes over 75 years, Heritage Foundation, and those taxes are going to be paid for not Grandma Jones and freaking Mr. Jones, but it's going to be paid for by freaking Bill Gates on all his income he gets. That's not a winning political argument. The Social Security Expansion Act is wonderful politics. It's insanity, and yet the Republicans, let's privatize Social Security. It's so Washington Generals of them. You should expand Social Security. You should, because you got to win, and you win by offering people some hope that you're supporting them. You don't win by saying we're going to privatize your stupid Social Security. No one. We've already tried that. Even my man Andy Biggs over at AEI, American Enterprise Institute, who I've interviewed not once but twice. He ran point for George W. Bush on that. He said, "Dude, it's dead in the water, man. After 2005, it's dead in the water. We knew. No one in the Republican Party was willing to risk political capital other than George Bush. As such, it was dead. It's DOA. It's even more DOA now. Republicans, see ya."